So this was my recent picture to show that just biochar is not new. The term biochar, since when it is used mostly? Since 2007 onwards only. This is a 21st century created jargon. So many people they get confused. They say, you don't know biochar. I say, is it not? It's not a product that just evolved from 2007. It was existing even before. Then what was the name you gave? Charcoal. Charcoal is the basic name given. Okay. Then why you want to exclusively say that you don't know biochar? You don't. Many of you, I think, you came across this kind of people in your WhatsApp group. Whatever you say, they'll say, did you test it? At what temperature exactly? So, what is exactly? I don't know. Even if where is matchstick? Matchbox is there? Just give me, I'll show. So, even in your matchstick, the temperatures are different. Where chemical reaction happens, it is different. In between, somewhere it goes up to 1200 degrees also. Then, where the contact is there, it is different temperature. Okay. So, total the temperature is completely different. So, in the process, we can have a range of temperature. Say from this range to this range, within that the qualities are better. Okay. Otherwise, if anything forms below or above also has some use. See, any biomass is useful, you agree? Biomass itself is a useful thing, no? For example, you use for composting, or you feed animals, or you use biomass as food. Biomass means anything is biologically formed thing. So, everything is useful. Yeah. So, like that, even what is not formed into charcoal, even if it is left in the environment, that is going to become part of compost, or it is going to have less life, that's all, or more life. More life means of existence. Yeah. If you have rotis at home, I use some general terms to give examples so that it sinks into you. So, if you have idlis and if you have rotis, which one will smell more within no time? इडली इधर रखा है, रोटी इधर रखा है, मैं एक दिन के बाद स्मेल देख रहा हूँ, किसका स्मेल ज़्यादा आ रहा है? वो तो इतना स्मेल करता है, आप वो ढक्कन खोलते भी स्मेल आता है, इडली बनाने से पहले भी स्मेल आता है, वो फर्मेंटेड है ऑलरेडी, है ना? दैट यू नो वेरी वेल. So roti, when you have made roti, they even that too when it's stiff roti, khadak wala roti, if you keep, how many days it can last? Months it can last. Months it can last.
To dry up, then yes, it can stay for 1 month also.
They are called drought rotis, you know, drought rotis. Why? Because in earlier times, when they had plenty, they used to make rotis and put somewhere. No fridge, nothing required. They get so khadak. During drought period, they take, pluck and eat. So now you got it same biomass. Let us say two biomass are two types, but still one biomass in this form, wet condition, it decomposes like that. So like that, even if we take a matchstick, this is wood, even this will have less life. The wet biomass will have more, even less life, let us say. So this has some storability, but still this can be either eaten by termites or it can become part of compost over a period, maybe delayed. So for anybody to learn how to make charcoal, don't worry. Take one matchbox at home, see that don't make everything charred, okay? Your home will become biochar then. So take those precautions, okay? Then you just do like this. So can you see what are the elements coming here?
Smoke came in first.
Can you see black color thing?
Yes.
Happening? Okay. Now you will blow. See, this is wood, and between wood and this black color there is a brown color thing. That is torrefied wood. Torrefied means like around 250 degrees centigrade heat was there here. It released some of the gases to combust, but it has not burnt completely. Very little gases it released. Okay. Then the wood released all the gases which are combusted. And then this black color thing is nothing but your biochar. This is chemical thing, leave this one, head. Head is different. So, this is one example. So, if I burn a little bit more, yeah, you can observe what is happening at the end. This is actually this matchbox is there is something written on this. Did you read? Carburized. Can you read? Carburized. It's written or not? So another form is not visible here in these matchsticks. What is that? Ash. So earlier what used to happen, the other uncarburized matchsticks, earlier means when we were children, this with fire it used to break and fall. It was very dangerous. So that's why all these good matchboxes, I mean to say, they introduced this carburized method, means they have coat with some chemical here. So it gets extinguished before complete combustion and forming ash. So there are how many elements? So you know biochar, how to make at home. See, this is your biochar. Got it? Black color thing. Is it black or not? Okay. This is as simple as that. If somebody says I don't know how to make biochar, then I don't know. I taught you already. Okay, practical thing. So here similarly, everybody having a chulla, they are getting some charcoal pieces, and chulla biochar is the best because the temperature I know 750 degrees around maximum, around 400 to 750 something like that. So the charcoal formed at the temperature is the good biochar, even by definition also. Okay, so average you have to take in between. So around 550, around 600 or 500, somewhere here in this temperature zone, that is good biochar, means the properties that we want, especially for soil amendment, those properties they have. Soil amendment, okay, what we are looking at. So that way here too. So here again on a large scale, this is in Andhra Pradesh, near Guntur, that is Vinukonda, a place. And that is one of the largest traditional biochar producers we have. I have some of my videos I can show you later just as an introduction. Vinukonda. So there they make with all types of biomass this charcoal production regularly on a large scale. Even seeing is like unbelievable. That's why I took a drone to take all these shots. Around 35 to 40 this kind of kilns are there. Can you imagine? Each one is like a house only. After seeing this, I thought I'll construct my own house like that. Not for biochar, to live in it. Yeah, just 35,000. This one to construct locally. They are very good artisans. So here they are producing, just to introduce and say that, and especially the artisans who produce biochar, there are very few pockets. Some are in Tamil Nadu, some are in Vinukonda, some are in Rajasthan, like that very few are there. And globally if we see, almost all in all countries we find similar technology, and these kind of even retorts or kilns, different names we give, they are existing in those countries, even archaeologists they find. Okay. So it means it is not new. What is new then? The term biochar is new. If somebody did not name me, मैं आदमी नहीं हूँ क्या? हाँ? आई शुड बी समथिंग. बच्चा पैदा हुआ कितना दिन बोलते, एक दिन तो नाम बोलना पड़ेगा ना. तो ऐसे ही. सो दे गेव ए नेम फाइनली, एंड विद दिस नेम पीपल आर प्लेइंग. दे आर सडनली अभी अभी पैदा हुआ टाइप बोलते, यू डोंट नो बोलते. मेरा दादी से पूछो, एक थप्पड़ मारेगी. अरे कोयला नहीं देखा क्या तू, मुझे आके कुछ दिखा रहा और बोल रहा बायोचार बोल रहा. शी विल टेल आई नो हंड्रेड्स ऑफ यूजर्स, यू डोंट नो एनीथिंग बोलेगी. या somewhere we lost in our common sense is gone within our science. सेंस और साइंस में वही फर्क है. सेंस इज बेटर देन साइंस because you have 5 senses. First use all the senses, then you come to science. समझ में? 5 senses we don't use. So another thing where my close observations are with this chullas. When I was designing, you can be comfortable there.
No, I'm good. Somebody would come.
Because you can't even relax your legs.
No, I'm good.
You are fixed. Yeah. So here my chulla. This is my TLUD stove. What are there inside? Corn cobs. So can you see all the elements here which I was mentioning except smoke? What are the things you can see? Yeah, ash is there, biochar is there, then fire is there. Smoke you may not see, a little bit here and there you can see. So these 4 elements are there. Okay, these 4 elements will be there. जहाँ भी आग लगी है तो 4 चीज होना है. उसमें proportion is different. How much charcoal, how much ash, or how much fire it emits, or how much smoke it emits. Those are variable things. But 4 elements are compulsory. Yeah. So here that's why I said biochar is not new. So in all civilizations it is there. It is part of our life. And this particular, especially for environment and agriculture applications, we are looking biochar now. Amazonian dark earths. So you might have seen El Dorado kind of video, and that's very inspiring. There is a saying in our traditionally also here, somebody goes in the night, digs something, and he gets a pot. After opening the pot, there will be 2 things for him. What will be the 2 possibilities for him? Gold or charcoal pieces will be there. Real. So maybe people will put always charcoal with everything, because any gases that come in, because suddenly when you open, those gases will impact you and you will die. You might have heard many times when they go for gold hunting, they saw the gold and they died. You have seen, no? So these emissions they have taken. So if you put charcoal, and then in your lockers also put some charcoal. Okay. At least by seeing charcoal, they will not touch the gold. The thief will think ये क्या आदमी है, कोयला लेके घूम रहा है. लेकिन अपने लिए वो gold है, otherwise. So El Dorado means in search of gold. Really, they did not find the gold or the palaces in the Amazonian area, but finally they got and found this biochar. That's what we call terra preta. Dark earth means in those areas, exceptionally in high rainfall areas, because of oxidation or iron rich leaching and other things, the soils are usually reddish. If you go to Kerala or any high rainfall areas, the soil will be red, and they are acidic, what we call otherwise, and nutrient poor soils. Yeah, we think so much jungle, lekin soil poor hai bol ke. It's very natural. Too much of flushing, आदमी ही बह जाता, माइक्रोब्स कहाँ रहते, उसको पकड़ने के लिए भी कुछ नहीं. देर इज नथिंग लाइक. उनका पोर्चुगीज टर्म है ब्लैक अर्थ, टेर्रा प्रेटा. ठीक है. टेर्रा मीन्स अर्थ, ब्लैक, प्रेटा इज अर्थ. उनका जार्गन भी ट्रांसलेट किए तो ऐसा ही आएगा. So indigenous communities they were doing, and intentional biochar incorporation led to nutrient rich, highly productive agriculture areas. And not only that, if you see everywhere, for me from 2005, what happened is wherever I traveled across India or other countries also, always I had a eye on the soil. Even now, I can show any soil which was cultivated say last 50, 60 years. By spending few minutes there, I can pluck some charcoal pieces from there. It means how come they have applied that biochar? Culturally, we had been doing. So even you say slash and burn, that is the advantage for which they are doing slash and burn. Otherwise, that is not right, because openly they are doing, so less charcoal, more smoke, more ash and more smoke. Smoke is the challenge, ash is not a problem. Even ash has the nutrient value, Yeah, it has all the potassium or many elements, minerals, everything will be there. Ash has its own value. Yeah. So that is what we had been doing, our stubble burning issue. You ask any farmer, no farmer will say that what I am doing is wrong. If it is wrong, I would not do. It is benefiting my soil, that's why either indirectly I am doing. I have no other option, and all other options are costly for me, disposing, and I don't have time to do composting or feed animal or convert into some briquettes and sell in the market. We have more ideas sitting here in Hyderabad or some cities. Yeah, we have umpteen ideas, but they don't have time. They don't have labor. They don't have investments. They don't have market access. Yeah, that we have to remember. So with all sympathies to farmers, so whenever I speak, I have more sympathies for farmers. If somebody with corporate background, they are there, they will feel very offended. They are doing more illogical things, and they are burning earth like that, they take. Yeah, it's very natural. But here soil fertility enhancement based on the regional knowledge and practices, that you had to remember. When they applied whatever they got, like you are eating one idli, I am eating one idli, everybody is eating 2 idlis, let us say. Do you think all our energies are same? Because our soils are different, our DNA is different, our other things are different. So it is not same. So that's why there is no thumb rule. When people say that apply this much directly, like our chemical fertilizers, when they have decided, things are not like that. Yeah, here this is very, very important. So many people forget this relationship. So here in Amazon, that research was done. For that reason, this became very popular, especially from year 2000 onwards. Biochar thing is becoming popular. It all started in 2-3 countries only initially. When I started, I had only terra preta, even for my blogs. Terra preta rooftop experiments. That was how I was writing, because I don't know how to say or communicate to others about this. Only 2007 it started, means by 2010 it reached. It reached means that jargon became at least known to some. Even now our agriculture universities don't know, majority in India. Agriculture universities, they don't know biochar. Even when I go to like Uttarakhand, I went, one agriculture officer was there. They were telling, one expert is coming, can you come? What is biochar? She is asking. So they don't know. Okay, they don't know the Farmers' Day. Do they know Farmers' Day? Soil Day also they don't know. You know, so what is Farmers' Day, some of you. All other days we know. But there is a day for farmers. We don't know. Something like that. So fundamental thing they have given up. So this is around 2005 picture, my own picture. The first time when I was explaining the farmer, that was my introductory day, that picture. I don't know how to tell them. So like this, I took water and I took some charcoal pieces and just telling, by putting in water, see, they are absorb, initially they don't absorb water, but I put for some time, slowly they go into water and they absorb water, and that is the kind of nature they have to take everything and give it to plants. Like that I am explaining. This is in the south of airport, Midjil Mandal, Kottur village, where I have done my experiments with farmers. Then also resistance came from the agriculture people. What are you doing? See, peer-reviewed paper is not a paper. You all agree? If somebody knows already, what are you writing? They have to say that you are correct. It means already 3 people know that what you are doing. Then how come that is new innovative research? Yeah, it's very funny. So don't be in the domain to convince those domain people. I am very happy. I was not in that domain, so I could do happily. Yeah, domain means you got it, no? So in the 18th and 19th century also it was there. What were the other uses routinely that you had to learn? Okay. It was more like fuel source for heating, cooking and industrial processes mostly. Charcoal was used in like iron and steel production. Now it has become popular, you know. Green carbon, many names are there now. They want this biochar. They are calling biochar and using in steel industry for combustion. I don't know, the definitions are changing very fast. See, usually we never use the term when it is recombusted, because the life of that charcoal comes down. Yeah. So here they are immediately combusting and calling biochar. I don't know how to tell our government also. There is in blast furnaces as coking coal they use. So now because we are highly emitting around 2.1 tons per ton of steel production as compared to international only 1.9 tons. So our emissions are so high, what to do? So renewable source and from there biochar means then I can apply, then I can at least save our country from the face saving. हम तो विश्व गुरु है ना, तो हम भी कुछ अच्छा काम करके उधर बोल सकते जाके. Otherwise we don't have right to say. In international forum में क्या जाके बैठते, how we can go and say. That's why our government initiated good certain things, including green credits and carbon credits. Green credits are already ongoing. I got to know from forest department. So for their plantations and all that, it's ongoing, and only government things are accepted as of now. But soon they will be there everywhere. Even Aranya can get some green credits because they have greenery, like that. Okay. So these things are happening and it's good. So again they were, so this blacksmiths they are used whenever you went to villages, very remote areas, somebody is blowing and then heating and making iron tools, and fuel for smelting, forging and all that, because the temperature of charcoal is more than 1200 degrees, and when you use a blower it goes even higher. So then you can do melting. Okay. So even they use some lime and certain other things, flux material, something, so increase temperature even more, and then even iron making was decentralized earlier. Almost in many villages, wherever they have iron ore, hematite, magnetite, locally found in nodules also many places, they are smelting and they were creating tools then and there. Yeah. So those things are gone. Even Bastar, if you go, even iron making is very traditional. Even now, they make some art forms also beautiful. It was there, so they were using. So, but what happened in the process? Deforestation, environmental degradation, and all that happened. Because earlier the department, forest department or law and all that was not so great, and people did not have other alternative sources. So right from fuel wood to even in city also, all the hotels they were using wood or sawdust or even rice husk, like that. Earlier, even as a children when we were walking on the streets, even now Halim, Hyderabad का बिरयानी में बहुत जाता है कोयला और wood जाता है अभी भी. Okay, that is no exception. So that way they were cutting. Actually, sometimes when I see a reserve forest or forest area, I feel about 50 years back it was more degraded. People were less, but they were cutting more. The cartloads of food going, all these scenes we used to see. But only place where I see now today such kind of loads in villages, where do I see? Midday meals. Very funny. The same children we teach, plant a tree, बर्थडे को प्लांट लगाओ, ये मर जाएगा बच्चा, उसका प्लांट को मार के लेके कुकिंग में डाल रहे. In the same village, you are cutting around the trees and bringing loads and then burning. LPG दिए होंगे आप लोग, थोड़ा रिच है. How you are feeding the midday meals? कुकिंग कैसा हो रहा है?
गैस आ गया है.
हाँ, वो आपका गवर्नमेंट अच्छा है, वही बोला गैस बोल के इतना प्रवचन देते हैं. Why don't you give gas to schools if you think your gas policy is a election manifesto? They never did. In every school there is smoke. There they could have created a model by providing them. Even the women who are cooking, they are suffering a lot. Centralized cooking is there in cities, that is different. Okay, Akshay Patra and all that, some other schemes are there. It is different, but in rural areas, I feel very bad. Okay. So charcoal use in the 20th century. Okay, how they are using. So, but we have the discovery of coal, oil, and other things. Many other things have taken over. So charcoal use has slowly come down. Actually, coal means there are. See, remember coal, charcoal. Coal, everybody knows. I will tell 4-5 terms you remember first. Carbon, glossary like remember karo. Carbon bole to like this. You tell me in how many places carbon is there? Everywhere. It is like God kahan hai? Nothing. No. इसमें भी कार्बन है, इसमें भी कार्बन है, इसमें भी कार्बन है, इसमें भी कार्बन है, हवा में भी कार्बन है, पानी में भी कार्बन है, ऐसा. It is everywhere. Okay, but actually we are speaking only C now. Only C कितने में रहता बोले तो, और concentrated C. तो usually ये चारकोल एक है जो कोयला अपना स्टोव से मिलता है, which can combust actually. So coal means coal India. Coal is heavy. Coal, if you hold in your hand, it is very heavy. And it has so many emissions because the process of coal formation is like this. Biomass went down into the ground. Over that some sand and other things have, through flooding they have come. Okay. So that biomass remained inside, and slowly what happened is with the temperature increases with depth. And remember, you need not a 100 degrees suddenly to make it qualification, something like that, or 300 degrees like that. Even at 40 degrees temperature over a period, over 1 lakh years or 10 lakh years or 20 lakh years, something like that, even at a slight increase in temperature also, even in your compost also, it slowly turns dark. You got it? Your farmyard manure compost, initially it is brownish or it has different color like this. But slowly when after 1 year when you are taking it out, it is dark because there is temperature. The microbial temperature itself carbonizes. Are you getting? If you leave it like that for 1000 years, everything will be dark only. Are you getting? So coal is formed like that. So we have other things like bituminous and other different varieties are there, anthracite, like the different high-end coals are also there. So this lignite, peat, lignite, all these are also used technically. Graphite is another thing. Every child knows graphite. Or pencil is graphite. It has conduction, you know. If you put in a electric thing and hold your pencil on the other hand, you will get current shock. Okay. So what is the costliest coal? Carbon. हाँ या डायमंड। मैं किसी को कोयला का हार देता हूँ, किसी को डायमंड का हार देता हूँ, किससे खुश रहते? हाँ, किससे हेल्दी रहते? कोयला का हार बना के गले में डालो, all your emissions are taken by it, your sweat and other things, it gets enriched. इवन वो हार को मिट्टी में डालो, पेड़ पौधे उगते। अच्छा है ना? डायमंड को डालने से क्या होता? खाए तो मरता आदमी, कोयला खाने से हेल्थ तो भी ठीक रहता। इज इट ओके? मैं बताएगा, अपना स्लाइड्स में है लाइक दैट। आई वांट टू लिसन फ्रॉम यू ऑल दिस थिंग्स because it's a way of documentation, collective documentation. If somebody is writing the traditional uses of biochar, then definitely from each region something will come up. Yeah, from your own experiences also. It's a good. So I have a special thing on that. Okay. So here actually they were started using the industrial applications also. Did you hear sometime that our sugar is made from bones? As children, we were hearing something like that. Actually, they were using the bone charcoal to filter. Usually, jaggery, what color it has? Brown. So then here they need to filter it. For that reason, they might be using earlier bone charcoal. Bone charcoal is a very good processor. It removes odor, it removes color, and it is one of the best things. Are you getting? Yeah, so like that in industrial, many chemical industries, metallurgy industries, activated carbon, all these things came in 20th century. Remember, these were not there much earlier. Because of high porosity and surface area, it has in air purification. See, many people in you, even your own vehicle, I tell you, keep some charcoal. Otherwise, you see in any vehicle, those who are traveling long distances, except driver, everybody is sleeping. Otherwise, you give 1,000 rupees, they will not sleep at that time, many people. Like dead bodies only. ब्रेक मारा फिर भी आदमी उठेगा नहीं, हाँ, गला कट जाए फिर भी सोते रहेंगे, है ना? दे गॉट स्पॉन्डिलिटिस आल्सो, मेनी पीपल यू नो, वो मुर्गी का गर्दन टाइप ऐसा ऐसा करके by the end they got severe spondylitis. Nowadays I carry my collar, otherwise भी कौन सडन ब्रेक मारेगा, मेरा जिंदगी जाएगा, इसलिए नेक ब्रेकिंग स्पीड बोलते। There is a term given permanently. Huh? Yeah, it has come because speed में एकदम मारने से नेक भी ब्रेक होके आदमी मरता है. That's how it came. Okay. So here actually we were applying this biochar in various forms for our own this thing. So air purifier, why I said is, in your vehicle, one person in one day, how many liters of air he takes in and takes out? Minimum is 10,000 liters of air a person takes in and takes out. 10,000, is it small? You imagine 2 water tanks in you before your house, 5,000 liter, 5,000 liter, that much air you breathe in and breathe out. So in a vehicle, if about 5 people are traveling and they are breathing in and breathing out, within no time the whole breathe in, breathe out is our own breathe in, breathe out. Pranayama, our own pranayama. So there is only one soul at that time. And there is no fresh air, no, only your cell is breathing out and their cell is breathing out and we are breathing in, breathing out. So you are getting actually carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide and other benzene like other things, because your car is very new, brand new, and you know all that seats and your dashboard, everything emits. So with those emissions, what will happen? It will cut off your oxygen in the brain. So with your oxygen gone, what happens? You are going into slipping into coma. That coma is that sleep. That's why I saw people coming from Bangalore once. All the people died because of fire. इतना नींद में है कि they don't know that they should get down. Are you getting?
The word is hypoxia. Slowly and slowly, they.
That is because of temperature mostly. Like Titanic में से कूद गया फिर भी वो because of that not that he was not holding something, because of some lower temperatures it is one thing. Here actually if you put this charcoal in your air filter, because in AC there are two kinds of turnings. One turning is if you do like this, outside air coming in. Symbolically they give very nicely inside arrow. So always you put inside arrow. Why? We don't want to lose our coolness. मर गए फिर भी ठीक है, लेकिन हम ठंडा रहना चाहते हैं, है ना? So that's why always opt for that one. So same thing, imagine in a flight. You are going to New York or Canada. How many hours it is? Okay, 16 hours में क्या क्या करते आप? खाना खाते, टॉयलेट जाते, फिर पूरा धूप फैलाते अंदर. हाँ? How you are able to survive? No window to open, no door to open. There they are using the biochar or activated carbon filters. Are you getting now? So for that many people, they don't carry tons of biochar. They carry some, but that is enough to filter that many people's air. So that's why we need to also adopt in our bathrooms or in our living places, many places like that. So that's why they started using already. Even medical emergencies, if somebody has taken poison, they give this charcoal, yeah, to absorb before our body absorbs. Yeah, so all that things are there. Gas absorption, air purifier, water purifier. By default, every house one carbon filter. Where nowadays? Where it is? आरओ में. आरओ में एक फिल्टर का नाम है कार्बन फिल्टर. कभी उसका एक्सपायरी हो जाए तो काट के देख लो, अच्छा कार्बन मिलेगा. वो पेड़ों का डालो और भी अच्छा सर्विस होगा. थोड़ा काटना मुश्किल है बिकॉज हाई प्रेशर वाटर में काम करता है, तो इट इज़ यूजुअली थिक. इवन आई स्टार्ट कटिंग, इट टेक्स लॉट्स ऑफ टाइम. Once I started cutting and I found nice crystalline kind of, that's what activated carbon, that is nothing but your coconut shell carbon. कोकोनट शेल का कोयला उसमें डाले तो है, बस नहीं. So here again making briquettes, all these things happened. Now also they are very popular, your barbecue and grilling and all that, it's going on. Yeah, because some food dishes are need to be specially done on that. Yeah. Here again in 21st century, yes, this is our century. Yeah, our century means our now biochar and all that. So now what we found is the soil fertility, it can improve, water retention it can add, nutrient availability and agriculture soils. It can enhance crop productivity, reduce fertilizer runoff, mitigate greenhouse gas emissions and sequester carbon in the soil. So it is also for environmental remediation, soil and water decontamination, climate change mitigation, that's a bigger issue, it is dealing, and carbon sequestration, that is a bigger issue, and renewable energy production. Okay, because we are having plants and we can always put biochar back to soil and get more plants. Our number of plants will be there more and the growth will be very fast and yield will be high. That is also there. So like that we found all these things. These things were silently happening or working earlier, but we discovered recently. So recent discovery is all these things, but our grandmother knows all these things very well. Are you getting? But our scientists will not agree. So here what I said earlier, those things are here again. So impact, lessen the impact of hazardous pesticides and complex chemicals. That is very important because we want to convert our chemicalized forms into organic or sustainable like that. Yeah. You can record my voice or anything if you want. Open to that, or video you want to take, you can take anything, no issues. So here because you want to convert earlier this organic certification process was there, now also it might be there, but they were telling there are phases of certifications.
3 years.
Like that it goes. So that rate will come down now. If you apply biochar, it might take longer for you in the traditional method, but here it is short circuited. Yeah, that way.
But will the government agree? Like
It will agree because it is not keeping everything there only. When you test something, your testing procedure is very minimal. All our testing is not superficial only. Are you getting? Our testing is not real. The science of microbial life, the science of dissecting a microbe and trying to see what is embedded in it, like that, all these things are a different complete thing. So if our biochar takes it and some microbes keeps it and all that, whatever they are doing inside, the complexing, breaking and dissipating its impact. So then those things are not visible, no? They are doing something like that. So here we don't know even the names of those microbes, poor microbes. See, they existed since 4 billion years. 4.5 billion years is the age of Earth. Who is older? They existed even before, and because of them we are living even now. They are there in our mouth. कुत्ते का मुंह में कम माइक्रोब्स है, बट आदमी का मुंह में बहुत डाइवर्सिटी है, क्योंकि वाई वी ईट डिफरेंट थिंग्स. Yeah, in our gut bacteria, or if you say like that, so they are there everywhere. So we have not even identified them. We have not even discovered their potential for the whole earth, how, what role they are playing, and because of our actions, even they are dying or getting extincted. That is the biggest challenge that is happening already, and that respect we don't have. See, the total population of people on earth, even within this area of Aranya, it has more than the total population of on the earth. If you imagine their worlds, so this whole area itself is one big world for them. They think Madam and Sir has created a great sanctuary for them to live and exist. They will be very thankful. They might have also small temples and gods inside. ये हर दिन नारियल फोड़ते रहते, मेडा, उनका फोटो लगा के एक फोटो भी लगाएंगे. तो ऐसा ही है, बट that's why we need to leave this kind of places everywhere. I always say, if you have 10 acres, even 100 square yards or 1000 square yards, you leave for the nature. Don't do anything. Keep it as natural as possible. That itself will take care of your field in the future. Okay, like that. Even वो पीने वाला भी ऐसा डालता है, हर एक कल्चर में डालता है ना. तो वैसा भी वो कोई वो इडली बनाने वाला भी एक इडली फायर करने लगाता है. You have seen that? Yeah. So like that, if you have 10 acres of land, leave at least some land, part of land for, don't touch it. Even when you go there, you feel like going there only. You will not walk around in 10 acres, you will go to that point only. Even such a small thing will give so much energy and that belongingness. Like I say, the towers. When I see Hyderabad and that iron bridge in Hyderabad is there one. When I travel, I see here and there towers, cell phone towers. Then I imagine, oh, so much communication is happening like that. So these will be communication things like that you think for the earth, okay, for the future. So here increase in carbon, nitrogen, pH and availability of phosphorus to the plants, all that it happens. Crop yield, definitely. Those who work with me, I guarantee 5 times. I guarantee 5 times. If I tell the procedure, if you follow that procedure, you will know For what application you will get 5 times. Are you production? Don't be surprised. I am recently I did this miracle at Kanna Shantivanam. So they started expanding in Gujarat now, across. They have 2 acres land dedicated now.
Utilization of chemical is less. Or
You need not use, that is left to you whether you want to use this or that, but the procedure I tell, I give a protocol. You follow that protocol, within that you will realize that you can do. Between control and that, don't compare other things to me. So it is something like that. Somebody will suddenly say, no, I am doing zero budget, I am doing that Panchagavya, I am doing this, that. मैं देशी आऊ से कर रहा हूँ. I am not interested in all those. You do all that. That is one philosophy. You follow my religion or that religion. Don't mix 2 religions. If you are following one particular religion, why they are doing like that, still they are getting liberated and going to Swarga, means it's okay. I am telling through Biochar you can go to Swarga by doing more good deeds. That values I can give. The values I can tell from there, these values are more. Even those values will be improved.
if I have to follow black revolution, I have to follow
Black religion.
black revolution, whatever. Black
Yeah, we started already black movement. In America, if you say black, many will be happy. They'll be following you. So, so here also we are starting black movement. So, so this is one PPT I made. This is holistic actually. I'm unable to read here in my this thing, but I'll try. So let me start from cultural. Now your thing will come. Okay. So let us start from cultural thing. Cultural means right from birth to death, there are many occasions when we combust something. Why do we do? Especially the last rites, cremation, what we call. Yeah. At the time of cremation, what do? Let me start from the end. That's better. At cremation, what you do? 3 Idiot कौन देखा? चेन्नई एक्सप्रेस कौन देखा? हीरो हीरोइन को देखते रह गए, वो मेन रीजन क्या है वो नहीं देख रहे. दोनों में भी in both things there is one reason. That reason is your biochar. Your biochar in a urn. Either hero has forgotten that thing or he kept somewhere or something happened. Because of that, 2 great movies happened in India. So Bollywood knows its importance. But you don't remember Biochar in that movie. Huh? Where they want to take this thing? Huh? संगम. संगम मीन्स क्या है? आपको हिंदुइज्म पता नहीं, हिंदुस्तान में कैसा है? वेयर? यूनियन ऑफ. When you die, वो मूसी में डाल देंगे. At least you should know to teach your children. मूसी में डाले तो गया आदमी. अभी तो you know मूसी? You don't know. Then that's why. It is no more a river, it is more like a drainage only. So, Sangam of 3 rivers, Ganga, Yamuna, Saraswati. At that point, what is that famous place? हाँ, उसका और क्या क्या नाम बोलते हैं? हाँ, प्रयाग बोलते हैं ना. So, usually we take these things to put there. If by putting there, are we polluting the river? How many of you say that by putting all these things across India or burning people on the ghats there, we are polluting river? How many of you agree? No, you.
After I joined the religion, after I joined the black religion.
Yeah. So usually what is happening is by putting these charcoal pieces, you are not collecting ash, remember. In the urn, you are only collecting bone biochar. Bone biochar is the best biochar in the world, which treats water. Agreed? Everybody? It has very high value. even now. That's why in Ayurveda secretly they add this in some medicines. About 7-8 years back there was a huge hue and cry telling Baba ने भी add कर दिया हड्डियों को. No, to make a particular medicine they need to add it. That was the reason. Are you getting? So that way it purifies water. Earlier you need your RO plant के लिए आपने कार्बन फिल्टर लगाया, फिर नदी को कौन सा फिल्टर लगाया? अपना हड्डियों का बायोचार का फिल्टर. Otherwise, that way we created a culture that actually benefits your agriculture, benefits your irrigation source water, enriched, and also purifying that water. How beautiful it is. That's why we have yajnas, yagas, all these burning rituals since ages. Because sanctification is one way, but being healthy is another way. What is sanctity? The place where you can be healthy, that is sanctified place. So that's why in new home also, just now you painted beautiful colors. Homam ho raha hai. Or yajna, something you perform. House warming ceremony, warming. Okay, warming means you are putting a fire. Agreed? How come you can allow that? Your walls will be darkened. Because here you are creating all the 4 elements which are important. What are the 4 elements which can sanctify a place? बार बार मुझे matches का डब्बी मत उठाने देना. Here we have revolution on this actually. Okay. Fire, smoke, biochar, ash. These 4 things will sanctify a place. That's why in all religions these 4 things are there. Whether you say agarbatti, even making of agarbatti is with charcoal powder only. Okay, it has all the elements. Or anything you take, this kind of thing they try to bring up in a place, and that brings the sanctity. Agreed. So rituals, culture, festivals also. That's why we have Ugadi, Bhogi Mantalu. Before Holi in many places they burn. That also same thing.
Even in Banaras we play Basma Holi.
Exactly. So even the ash has its own value, I am not denying. It is small part and it has less value. But biochar has more value. Both are good. Okay, both are good end products. Fire is also very good because this assimilates all the bad air. Your methane is there, let us say, in this place. In new buildings, why do is sick building syndrome we should not have. Anybody going into a new home without doing this kind of performance, they die, you know, they go to hospital. That's why these rituals came. Another thing they do, what is that they do? सुबह सुबह जाके ऐसा पकड़ के लेके आते, क्या है वो? बोलो ना. You have not done any house warming. गोमूत्र. हाँ, वो छिड़काते. क्यों छिड़काते? Microbes. So are you getting? So we need that also very important. Even in a new building there are no microbes, then also you'll have problem because bad microbes can come and sit. When there is bad air, what microbes will come? Bad microbes will come. Anaerobic condition, pathogens will come. Pathogens and this anaerobic air will kill you. उससे पहले अपन क्या कर रहे? Sanctify कर रहे, fumigation कर रहे, then adding this already good microbes. Got it? Then you are entering the home. Got it? Similarly, अपना बायोचार भी घर टाइप है, छोटे छोटे सूक्ष्म जीवों के लिए. तो उसको भी हम बहुत कुछ ऐसा एनवायरनमेंट क्रिएट कर रहे हैं फॉर स्मॉल थिंग्स. So what you have to do is at least from here 7-8 things you have to adopt at your home wherever you are living immediately. Okay, so that you follow from now onwards. Then at least people will think you are thinking and working on biochar. कहीं भी लगाओ, मैं फ्रिज में लगाता हूँ, ऐसा बहुत है. आई विल टेल एग्जांपल्स वेयर आई कैन कीप.